What is up guys, this is Yusuf here, and the LG V30 is just less than a month away now. So according to me, that's the best time to make a leaks and rumors or what you can expect video. So with that being said, let's get started. Before getting to the hardware and the specs, let's talk when the LG V30 is going to be launched. And according to the rumors, it's going to be in Berlin, Germany on August 31st at IFA. So if you take past LG launches, that might get you thinking, but this time around, IFA it is for the LG V30. Now without out of the way, let's get to the good stuff. So the LG V30's design is going to be inspired by the LG G6. This time around, instead of using metal, they're going to use glass on top. To be specific, it's going to be Gorilla Glass 5, and underneath that will be 6000 series aluminum. The basic design of the LG V30 is going to be similar to the G6, and the materials also. Talking about the LG V30's display, it will have a 6-inch OLED QHD display which will support HDR10 and Google Daydream View support out of the box. And you will also have an 18:9 aspect ratio that also results to 2:1, pretty similar to the LG G6's display. And the shift from IPS to OLED means that you'll get pretty good brightness, you'll get that deep blacks, good color reproduction, and HDR means you'll get a really good contrast in media consumption and gaming as well. Moving on to the LG V30 specs, you'll have a Snapdragon 835 coupled with 6GB of RAM and the latest and greatest GPU from Adreno at that time. You'll also be getting 32, 64 or 128GB of storage out of the box, and the pricing will vary depending upon which variant you get. Also, the phone will be powered by a 3200 mAh battery, which is beefy enough, but for a 6-inch display, I feel I'm pretty skeptical that it'll be able to give you a pretty good battery life experience. But again, it's OLED display, and LG's optimization and that 835 can result in some new changes. I won't like to quote on anything before the phone is actually launched. Next up, you'll also be getting the headphone jack and USB Type-C, which will result in you getting fast charging support. And the phone is also covered by IP68 water and dust resistance. And you'll have NFC and wireless charging inbuilt, as the phone is using glass instead of metal. And you'll have pretty good speaker array as well, and the quad DAC from LG that is known to give really high quality audio output on the headphone jack and also through the speakers. And one noteworthy change in the LG V30 will be that LG will be dropping that secondary display for a floating bar, which will be built into that OLED display, which will be helpful in showing notifications and some app shortcuts and functions. It will in turn make your user experience a little easier and will help you to navigate better in terms of the phone. Talking about the LG V30's cameras, you'll have a 13 megapixel dual camera setup, pretty reminiscent from the LG G6. One of them will be a wide angle lens and one of them will be a normal lens. It will be capable of doing 4K video, optical image stabilization, HDR and all that goodness. And below the camera sensors will be a fingerprint reader, and the cameras itself will be pretty good. You will have pretty good quality, expecting from the LG G6's camera that nailed it in the camera department, and the LG V series of phones also considered to be really good camera phones, as they were the first ones to have a manual video mode. They have pretty good audio recording in video, and the picture quality itself is pretty good. Talking about the pricing and availability of the phone, as I mentioned before, it will be launched on August 31st at IFA in Berlin, Germany. So the pricing will vary according to which variant you get of the LG V30. Phone is set to retail for about $600 to $800 depending upon the storage variant, and the 64GB variant will retail for about $699. So you can guess the price backwards and forwards if you increase or decrease the storage. It's quite early right now to quote the pricing of the LG V30. It should be somewhere close to $600 and $800. And it will launch first in Berlin, Germany, next in South Korea, and then a worldwide launch where you'll be able to get the phone in your country. And that's been it guys, thanks for watching. I'm pretty pumped up for the LG V30 and I bet you are too. And yeah, give this video a massive thumbs up, get subscribed to TECHDROIDS, and those were all the things that you can expect from the LG V30 at IFA on August 31st. And that's been it guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.